The jury finds Sean Gathright should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. We, the jury, find Rashad Murphy should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. We, the jury, find Davion Murphy should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Dated this 15th day of May, 2026, see as foreperson of the jury. We, the jury, finds Isaiah Chance should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Dated this 15th day of May, 2026, in Hillsborough County, Florida.
I love living the boring life. I do. I love living a peaceful, relaxing, simple life. Yeah. Going to work, return back home, chill with the family, and then go to sleep, go to bed. I love the boring life. The boring life keeps you out of trouble. It does. I'm in my 40s, and I can most definitely say to you that the boring life keeps you out of the courthouse. It keeps you from being in front of a judge, being sentenced life in prison. That's something you never have to worry about when you are living a boring life. And when I say boring, that really means staying out of trouble, living in peace and quiet. I have no interest in living the fast life where you have to worry about what they call ops, enemies, worrying about, the police or the feds busting down your door because you're involved in some kind of criminal activity. My life is so boring where I don't have to worry about these things. I'm home right now, chilling. This is the boring life. This is the boring life. Keeping it simple. Moving silent. If you're a parent, if you are a parent and you love your children, you care about their well-being, you care about their intelligence, their future. If that's you, one of the best things you can do for your children is to keep them away from hood or ghetto people. It's true. Ghetto people have this high interest in crime life. It's true. They partake in criminal activity. It's cool to be a criminal if you have adopted the ghetto culture. It's cool to scam, it's cool to shoplift, it's cool to be involved in street life. I sound crazy right now, I know, but this is true. There's a full restaurant down there. Full restaurant. Nice bar. This is the boring life. These 4 young men you just saw being sentenced life in prison. These 4 idiots will now spend the rest of their young life in prison. And I blame their parents for this. Of course, it's their fault too, but the parents, to me, a child's, the reflection of a child is due to their upbringing, basically. Does that make sense? Their upbringing says a lot about why they are the way they are. I'm sure these 4 young men have no fathers. I'm sure they were raised by a bunch of women. Each of them, have participated in ghetto culture. You better believe it. And that's one of the reasons why they are in that situation. See, if they had good parents, if they had responsible parents, these 4 young men, their parents would instill in them the importance of living a peaceful, quiet, boring life. Living in peace is therapeutic. I live in peace. I live in peace. I'm able to sit down and think, come up with new ideas to make more money, how to take care of my family, myself, of course. This is all possible because of my boring life. I value peace. I value my safety. I value my well-being. If you care about your kids, you will keep them away from this ghetto garbage culture. It will ruin their life, like these 4 young men. It'll make them become illiterate. It will keep them in trouble. So, I love my freedom. I love my boring life. I love my peace and quiet. And I thank God every day that He's protecting my family and myself away from ghetto culture. Much love. Be safe.